This is a First Warn Tri-City Severe Weather Alert. Here is Skylar Doyle.
You're watching First Warn Tri-City Severe Weather Alert. We have a new tornado warning that has just been issued for Tazewell County in southwest Virginia. Again, this is a tornado warning storm in Tazewell County in southwest Virginia. Let's get on to our radio partners here again. Tornado warning for Tazewell County. This is for Bland and Tazewell until 4:15. Severe thunderstorm located near Ashbury's or near Tazewell, capable of producing a tornado moving east at 15 miles an hour. Fairly slow-moving storm here in Tazewell, about to push into county, about to push into Bland County. It is this rotation right here that we're watching for that potential of a tornado. It's going to move in from Tazewell County, just south of the town of Tazewell, into Bland County near Sears and Sharon Springs, and eventually down into Wythe County if this storm holds itself together. But again, it's this rotation right here that we're watching here at 3:51 on a Tuesday evening. That's pushing from Tazewell County into Bland County, and it's a broad area of rotation, but rotation the Weather Service in Blacksburg thinks is enough for a tornado warning. The storm, though, moving east at 15 miles an hour is going to take its time to move out of Tazewell County. So let's get you a pretty good storm track on this storm as it moves here. Only at 15 miles an hour. This is near Sears at 4:23 and Sharon Springs at 4:33. Again, this tornado warning until 4:15 for Tazewell County. We have a few other storms that we want to get you called up on. First off, it is the next one is in Leslie County. We're about to push into the northern part of Leslie County in Perry County, Kentucky. This is going to stay north of Hyden, north of the Hal Rogers Parkway, near the confluence area in Leslie County. This storm could be producing some damaging winds, some particularly large hail, up to ping pong ball size hail. That's golf ball size hail. That storm could be producing. And again, we have a little bit of broad rotation here, so a tornado cannot be ruled out in this cell. Let's head to our next cell. That's down in northeast Tennessee here, or central east Tennessee, pushing into northeast Tennessee. This is a severe thunderstorm warning from the National Weather Service in Morristown for Granger County, Hamlin County, Jefferson County, and Union counties. This storm along Highway 11W near just south of Rutledge near Joppa is moving off to the east. This is a supercell trying to form in a favorable environment. Again, damaging winds, large hail, and isolated tornadoes. But again, our main concern is now a tornado warning. A tornado warning in Tazewell County. This tornado warning does go here until, let me get that time again, 4:15 here from the Weather Service in Blacksburg. This is, again, an isolated, quick spin-up of a tornado here, potential in Tazewell County. I'm going to go here to our velocity imagery once again. And again, there is some very broad rotation within this storm, but that's about it. Pretty weak rotation signature, if I got to be honest with you. It's probably better about 2 scans ago. But right here, this could have been a quick spin up of a tornado in Tazewell County, and this is going to push again into Bland County. Got a new severe thunderstorm warning. This one's got the tornado possible tag on it as well. This is in Pike County, Kentucky. So let's head straight to that, because this storm could end up impacting far northern Buchanan County. If it holds itself together, it's east of Pikeville, north of Elkhorn City, near the Kemper community. Going to be moving towards Stopover and Argo. And again, we have some potential of a rotation within this storm. This is just a severe thunderstorm warning, not a tornado warning here in this storm in Pike County, Kentucky. So let's go back to Tazewell County. Actually, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's coming out here for parts of Granger County, Jefferson County to Knox County, just south of the current storm that we just talked to you about. This new severe thunderstorm warning will move toward the Jefferson City area. Large hail, damaging winds possible within that. Before we go back to Tazewell County, where our tornado warning is, I do want to check the rotation on this storm. Moving into northern Leslie County, it is intensifying, so confluence, I would be in your safe shelter right now. This is the potential of a tornado near Saul. It's pretty broad rotation, but we're watching it closely as it moves toward confluence. Eventually, it'll move out of our viewing area, move through northern Leslie County pretty quick into Perry County, which is outside of the First Warn Tri-Cities coverage area. Let's head over now to Tazewell County once again. That's where we have a tornado warning for the next 20 minutes or so. If it don't get canceled early, but I'm going to be totally honest with you, this rotation kind of fizzling out as it pushes from Tazewell into Bland County. And again, if it hold itself together, it would move into Wythe County. But I don't see it doing that here because I don't really see much of why this Storm, I saw about 3 scans before the storm was warned. I'll go back here in just a moment, and we're going to watch here how this storm evolved on the velocity frames. And again, this storm, though, is a tornado warning, so we want to take this storm seriously in Tazewell County, Virginia, here. Uh, as we go back on the previous scans, right south of Tazewell is where it started getting its rotation. It continued for about 3 scans, although weak right here. Tornado warning was issued. And now that rotation really fizzling out, so this tornado warning might be allowed to expire here fairly soon for Tazewell County, southeast the town of Tazewell. Although your phones might have went off in Tazewell, those WIA alerts. Tazewell not in the tornado warning. Burt's Garden south and a little bit to the west there in that warning, pretty rural area of Tazewell County in southwest Virginia. And this is, again, about to head out of our coverage area into Bland County. Turn on the reflectivity of that storm already moving into Bland County. There could be some small hail within this storm as well. But again, the reason we are on the air with this is the potential of a tornado. The National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center is going to issue a Moscow discussion talking about the threat for damaging winds, isolated hail, and brief tornadoes will continue across our severe thunderstorm watch area for the next several hours. They're talking about a line of storms extending back in toward the Tennessee-Kentucky border near the Kentucky-Virginia line, just west of that area there. All severe hazards will remain possible, especially as this line interacts with the cells out ahead of the line. Cell mergers could cause some brief enhancement in the spin, so we'll watch that closely. Discrete cells ahead of the line will also be capable of all severe hazards, but hail and tornadoes, damaging winds, all threats in those. So we're going to continue to watch all of these storms very closely here. We have a lot going on, a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings in southeast Kentucky, 2 in east Tennessee, down toward Morristown, just to the north of Knoxville, and then the storm in Tazewell County, which is weakened considerably since when the tornado warning was issued, is now has hardly any rotation on it at all, and I would expect the Weather Service in Blacksburg to go ahead and cancel this warning here probably when we get to the top of the hour, even though it will have technically 15 minutes left to go on that. I would expect a cancellation of the warning fairly early. So again, this was a tornado warning for Tazewell County. This tornado warning here, most likely here, about to expire, and then we will be able to get off the air when that does get canceled here. But we'll check back in over here on Leslie County. Let's go ahead and do that while we're at it, since that storm is weakened. And again, there is some broad rotation. This is going to stay north of Hal Rogers Parkway until it at least moves out of Leslie County, it looks like. Head toward Yerkes, Naperville, and Lamont in parts of Perry County, Kentucky. That storm will stay generally out of our coverage area there. After it moves through northern Leslie County, another storm down toward Corbin, Kentucky. We'll watching all these storms as they move east into the Tri-Cities for the potential strong to severe weather, the potential isolated quick spin-up of a tornado is there with any of these storms today, and that's what we've seen here in Tazewell County over the past, let's see, how long we've been on the air here. We're on for the past 8 minutes or so. That's why we have had that potential of a tornado. So again, we are going to just make sure that our post signal files that there is a tornado warning in effect here for Tazewell County. And so let's go ahead and take you back closer into that storm in Tazewell County. But being honest with you, the rotation is weakened. There's no rotation in that storm. I feel fairly confident that storm is not producing a tornado. Storm in Pike County, though, is starting to strengthen. It would impact northern Buchanan County on its current track. Very rural areas, though, of Buchanan County would be impacted by this storm. Pike County storm is moving on to the east at 65 miles an hour, so let me do that just real quick for you. It would impact maybe areas near Hurley, as it does move off to the east at 35 miles an hour. So Simmers at 406, Coleman at 413, Phelps at 416, Paw at 420, Ira at 423, Argo 425, Hurley around 430 on its current track. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. 60-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail, but some rotation starting to tighten up within that thunderstorm there in Pike County. Going to push in there. Again, the southern flank of this thunderstorm that is severe in northern Leslie County we're watching because of that little bit of rotation there on that southern end of that cell, which is where we would most likely see that rotation, the potential of a tornado. That's about to push out, though, of Leslie County into Perry County. So that will no longer be our issue. And as the storm pushes into Bland County, it's no longer our issue here, the storm in Tazewell County, but it's also not really showing any signs of rotation. So that is the good news on this. The storm only moving to the east at 15 miles an hour. We'll see how long the weather service, though, keeps this intact. This warning. We have a new severe thunderstorm watch. Okay. All right, folks. So we just got a severe thunderstorm watch for the rest of northeast Tennessee. So this is for Greene, Johnson, Unicoi, Washington, and Tennessee. Grayson, Smith, Tazewell counties, Virginia. Ashe, Watauga, Avery, Mitchell, Yancey, Madison counties in North Carolina, all under a severe thunderstorm watch. This one goes until 10 o'clock. Again, this is for any part of northeast Tennessee that was not under the last severe thunderstorm watch is now under the severe thunderstorm watch. All the rest of southwest Virginia and all of western North Carolina under a severe thunderstorm watch until 10 o'clock here as we speak. So that's a new watch just being issued here by the National Weather Service. You can check out the details on our Twitter page. We just sent a retweet, and we'll have all the details on all of our other social medias as soon as we get off the air here. We'll get that graphic prepared. As soon as we get an expiration of the tornado warning in Tazewell County, our severe weather policy to stay on the air with you during any and all tornado warnings until the tornado warning is either canceled by the National Weather Service or expired. So that's what we're going to do. For those watching, if you have any questions, we'll take those as well here. Since the storm is pretty weak and it's also pushing out of Tazewell County into Bland County, eventually we'll push into Wythe County, but with no rotation still holding together on that storm, I'd say it's a pretty good bet the warning doesn't get continued into Wythe County. Again, outside of our viewing area, we know some of you might have friends or family that lives in the Wytheville area, and the tornado warning has been canceled for Tazewell County. So that's some good news. So no more tornado warning for Tazewell and Bland counties in southwest Virginia. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go off the air. We're going to get some graphics prepared for that severe thunderstorm watch. If any more tornado warnings are issued by the National Weather Service, we'll come right back on the air to keep you updated on those storms. But for now, we're going to go off the air. We'll be back as hold up. Alright, nope, that is not for us, so we're going to go off the air for now, and if needed, we're going to come right back on the air to let you know about it. But for now, for First Warn Tri-Cities, I'm Skylar Doyle, and we will go off the air. We will be back again, a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for parts of our area until 8, for the rest of our area until 10 o'clock. We'll see you then.